What's good? What's good? What y'all doing, man? Y'all ready? Are y'all really ready for what's about to take place?
Hit the like button.
Y'all better get ready, man. For real.
Hit the like
Y'all
button.
better get ready. If y'all not already ready, you better get ready. I'm getting dressed right now. I'm doing all interviews. So everybody can stop asking me, am I doing certain interviews? I'm doing all interviews. I'm probably the only, I'm not even going to talk about that. I'm going to stay on my course. They trying to knock me off my course. It ain't going to work. They trying to get other people to unfollow me. I don't care about that. You know, what else? I think anybody, you know, that's checking for the music, just keep checking for the music. And if you want anything good to happen, stop supporting the people who rip off all the artists. We gotta stop that. Saying we care about each other and keep supporting people who rip us off. Straight up. And I'm gonna do something different. I'm not running to all of the big stations first. I'm talking to the people that love me back, so my message don't get lost. And if y'all asking me about whatever you're asking me about that has nothing to do with this, I'm not falling into that. Every time I go somewhere to talk, people get sent in there to do all kind of stuff. Somebody asked me, if you listen to the music, there's no way I would be cloud chasing. I am cloud. That's why every time I talk, people listen.
Subscribe to the
Another
page.
thing people were asking, I don't mind you asking a question, but don't question me. You get what I'm saying? It's a difference. I'm here to give you what's going on, but I'm not here to play games if you're questioning me, and know the difference. A question is, yo, are you doing music? A questioning is like, nigga, are you about to leave again? I'm not doing no questionings. You can ask me a question, but I'm not doing no questionings, because you don't know what I go through to give you the music that you get. I have not been jumping in and out. Each time I go to do something and people recognize what timing I'm on, they try to stop me. So don't you help them stop me by asking me foolish things. Can y'all respect that? Stop asking me foolish stuff, because people take those sound bites and use those sound bites to try to make me not be able to put out music. So from now on, if somebody asks me something stupid, you know they're being used by the other side. Straight up. And I'm telling you this, yes, more music is coming. And I had to get out of certain situations to give you this music. I had to get distribution to be able to get this music to you. So I'm doing everything I can on my side. There's people that I never thought would help me are helping me. There's all kind of things going on. And I'm just trying to set the record straight. Rich Fish is my label. Rich Fish is the first artist that came out on it was 5-Year Foreign. I'll be the second one released on that same brand. And we're about to go absolutely crazy. Remember, I told you that.
And I'm with it.
But then before I can start releasing all the crazy music that I got to clear up some things so my music don't get lost in the petty questions. And y'all keep asking me about Drink Champs. Drink Champs, I'm going to do Drink Champs. But before I do Drink Champs, I got to do Lovely T. I got to do A.O. Kaseko. I got to do M. Rec. I got to do all of the black bloggers. So you'll be clear I'm not doing this for money. Then I got to go see Doggy Diamonds. And then I'll start going to see Angie and everybody else. And I'll make my way up there to see Ebro and them after I have my story out there. But I'm not going to give my story to people that will try to hide my story. That's why I didn't try to go to all of the big people first. All they'll do is get paid off to block the story. That's why as soon as people hear anything I do, they just run, oh, he got auto-tune and all this. It's anything they could do to block what I'm saying. But what they cannot say is what I'm saying is not true. They can't say the bars were not fire.
They can't.
And I'll tell you this also. I don't care how you feel about it. I don't care how you feel about it. How about that? I don't care how you feel about it. How about that one? I really do not care how you feel about it. Don't ask me why I dropped the record. Ask him why you ripped me off. I said the same thing on Clubhouse. It's crazy how people just ask me stuff without asking the other person. Don't ask me why I did the record. Ask him why you ripped him off. How about that? And I'm not asking nobody to take sides. I'm just doing what I'm doing. I don't need you on my side, nigga. And that's what's been the problem. So many people need this business that they comply with what's not right because they need this business. I don't need this business, so I'll say whatever I feel like saying. All of you that are listening to me, you go ask Puff, why you rip Mase off? Why did you give everybody they stuff back but Mase? Why do you secretly keep hating on Mase? That's the real question. Not the silly stuff people trying to ask me to divert the conversation. And I'm not going to answer any conversation that's not clear. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So y'all already know what time it is, because every time I try to talk, the thing cut off and you can't hear me no more. Now remember what I said. Big ups to all of you guys that supported me. And thank you for, fooling with the music. And I'm not trying to please people no more that I'm not supposed to be talking to. They could go somewhere and mind their business. I'm not on that timing no more. I used to care what you think. Now I don't care what you think. Go sit down somewhere. What's up with y'all? And like I was saying, I don't know what part I cut out on, but I know people want me to go on certain radios. I don't want to go on those radio stations first. I want to go to the people first. I want to do what I want to do. I don't want to do what they think I should do. And I'm also clear, let me tell you this much, that I wasn't trying to. What did somebody ask me? They said, what made you make the record? I said, no, what made him try to rip me off for so long? What's his reason for giving everybody their stuff back but Mase? Go ask him that. Go ask him that. I'm not gonna calm down. They gotta know you can't play with everybody. And then one guy asked me a question. I don't know if I should answer that question, but he asked me, how can you be a Christian and something silly like, how can you be a Christian and make music that's aggressive? Like in the Bible, there wasn't wars. I think people are really ignorant. And not all people, but I think some people are just ignorant. They don't know what they're talking about. They have the wrong concept. You're not going to get yours just because you pray. Sometimes you got to do something else. And he had pastors protecting them and all type of stuff like that. I'm really going to lose it. And I'm not going to calm down. I'm going to do every single interview. Thank you. Somebody said they want Christians to be carnal. They want me to go along with everybody else and be happy just to say I'm a Christian and I get to work for somebody who's doing whatever. No, at least this way you ain't got to worry about me backsliding because I'm going to burn the bridge. How about that? And get this, if it's not for you, leave. I'm not here to do what you believe. If you don't like what we're talking about, sir, you can leave. I know exactly what I'm talking about. And everything in my rap was pointed towards facts. And these are the type of people that are happy with gatekeepers because they want to be kept in the gate. They don't want to be free on their own and have to use their own brain. So they see success as getting paid the highest to oversee all the other people and keep them ignorant. And keep them poor so they can keep settling for what you got to give. And be excited about your wealth and excited about your achievements. Why they help you do none of your achievements. They think Christians are punks. That's why every time they see it, somebody stand up for themselves, they think that got to be the devil. No, God hates robbery. You want to quote? God hates robbery. And thank you, Duval. They said Duval supports me. Thank you, Jacksonville, Florida. Thank you, Harlem. Yes. And all of you that don't agree, you have the right to your opinion. Just don't come on here being disrespectful. You have the right to say you don't like the record. That's cool with me too. But you listened. I'm going to be very unapologetic and very inconsiderate. I'm not going to consider how you feel about what I know I have to do. How you feed your family is your business. The God you serve is your business. You can't even judge me until you find out what I believe. And I don't care about your judgments. Because I'm 100% sure God does not want me under any devils. Period. And somebody said I should work with Kanye. No, Kanye should work with me. I'm done letting y'all disrespect me at all on any level. I'm not tolerating no disrespect. How about that? Is that clear enough for you? Did I make it clear enough for you? I'm comfortable with what I said. I feel very comfortable with what I said. I feel 100% comfortable with what I said. And I'm not apologizing. And I was going to say what I'm saying even if I got my publishing back. Because he cannot shut me up or mute me or try to give me a deal to shut me up. I'm not going to stop. My thoughts on Black Rob passing. My thoughts on Black Rob passing is really gut-wrenching. I feel as if I'm a person that God has allowed to do so good that when I see the hurt and the pains of other people on Bad Boy and associated with that label, that motivates me to say something so I don't be deemed as a person who just made a bunch of money and turned a blind eye. I'm not going to be like the rest of the people around Puff that don't tell him he's wrong. I'm not going to be like the yes men around him that see him ruining people's lives and never tell him he's wrong. More people on here will tell me I'm wrong but won't say anything to him. They'll judge my beliefs, they'll judge my Christianity, and they'll say nothing to Puff. They'll say nothing about it. They'll say nothing about it's a concert for Biggie and Biggie's own daughter couldn't get in. They'll say nothing about that. But his friends, all of his friends got 50 and 60 tickets. We're done with your games. And I'm not going backwards, even forgive me of that. That was a passionate statement. But what I'm basically saying is more people would critique me. And that's why I can't care about what you're thinking or be inconsiderate about what you're thinking, because you don't care about the real truth. All you care is who got the money, and you're going to follow whoever gets the money. So I'm going to show you something. And then after I'm done with him, the rest of them won't play with me. I'm not like nobody that was on Bad Boy. I don't bow to Puff. I'm not beneath Puff. Puff is beneath me. And I'm out. I'm not joining death row. And this ain't no violent outrage. This is a righteous outrage. And we're about to see. We're about to see. Let's see. I guarantee you God beat the devil every time. You just haven't ran into somebody strong enough to stand against it. But guess what? You finally found one. And I guarantee you after I'm done, the rest of them won't play with me. Shout out to M. Rec. Shout out to Lovely T.
No shout out to Cino?
Yeah, shout out to Onan TV, Ayo Canseco, Say Cheese. I'm going to go the opposite direction just to show you I don't need y'all. Who else should I be shouting out? Put them on the screen so nobody say I forgot about them. Doggy Diamonds, uncensored hip-hop. Not trying to hear what somebody who never lived in a neighborhood thinks about my rap. You don't matter. You don't matter. It's like listening to people who never box tell you about boxing. You don't matter. Now I'll go to Drink Champs and academics later. But right now I want to talk to the people. And I can't take academics out of that. He's for the people for what I know. I don't know him well enough, so academics, please don't take that any kind of way, because I'm not about lying on anybody or saying anything about anybody that ain't 100% accurate. That's what I want people to know about me. Even if I'm hurt, I would not say anything about you. But if we're going to talk, we're going to tell the truth. You're not going to keep playing with my name and trying to say weird things while getting paid by Puff so you can say the things you're saying on the radio. We know you're Revolt TV. Yeah. And anybody come on here or you say one silly thing, you're out of here. We're not even going to tolerate you on here. You're going to be blocked. And I'll go on $1 million worth of game. And there's other places like that. Math Hoffa, even one of those. I'm okay with people having their own opinion. But stop lying on my name like it's going to make you good with Puff, nigga. Stop it. You trying to go against me ain't going to make them like you no more than what it is. And for the people that say, well, why did you go and do this and why did you go do that? I'll tell you why I went and did it. Each time I came back to music, something was promised to me that wouldn't happen. So then when it didn't happen, I would leave again because y'all niggas is lying. And that's why I'm passionate about what I'm saying. And realistically, I don't care if nothing changed. I just want the truth to be known. I don't need music to make money. I don't. So that's why my words can be free. I don't need the money. I could use the money, but I don't need the money. And that's the problem that he has with me. He can't control me. He never could. Y'all just didn't know that. Go talk to Kuda. Go talk to Charlie Mack. Go talk to people who work close with me. I was never the one he could control. Somebody said, well, what if y'all get cool after this? If we get cool after this, it's going to be because I'm my own man. I'm not showing up to be nothing other than my own man. And I'm not going to let you hold something over my head so you can feel more comfortable about yourself. So we'll call this Take My Phone Thursdays. Take My Phone Thursday. This is Take My Phone Thursday radio. And on my Take My Phone Thursday, I wouldn't just use or talk about this situation. Because I feel I have views and I have ways that I think about things too. Just like people can give their opinion of me, they better be able to take my opinion back of them. Let's get back on a good vibe. So you know I ain't tripping. What's up, Philly? What's up, Eloina? What's up, Edna? Let me talk to the people that talk to me. What's up, laid back? And again, I don't mind if you ask me a hard question. Just don't be disrespectful, because I have things to say. And you better believe in 20 years, if I've never spoke, I do have a view. I do have a vantage point. But everything is for an appointed time. Everything is not to be said when people think I should say it. So I hope you guys are getting that. And somebody said, well, why do you say it now? We're gonna talk about that on the interview. I'll say that for the interview. What else? Take your phone Thursdays. You're tuned in right now to Take Your Phone Thursday. Take his phone. That is not Mase. So every time you see somebody kissing up to him, you know they're part of the problem too. You notice how all I'm talking about is doing artists right. And the people that whine about being done right in music, they said nothing about it. Because they can't say nothing about it. They gonna mind their business. So when it comes back to their situation, we should mind our business. That's right. We should mind our business. If you're gonna support Diddy and robbing other artists, then we should mind our business when it's your goal. And from this point on, should not anybody complain about Diddy in business. We all know what it is. So there you have it. I don't have to talk about it no more. You heard it from my voice here. If you go party with people putting stuff in folks' drinks, then that's your business if you already know they're doing that. I'm gonna mind my business.
So, people, what we're saying here,
If you would have known,
is, and don't forget to hit the like button because it ain't over. It ain't over. Now, everyone seems to have their own set views on the situation altogether. Now, a lot of everything he said, I've already known, basically from Mase, and then some. So I don't know if he's gonna wait for an interview, and that's why I was like, should I chill on it? Should I do this? You know, I haven't spoke to dude in a while. Like he said, he's gonna call me. I gave him my number. I haven't really heard from him yet, so I guess he's doing it on his time, on God's time. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, back to it.
So I found Fabio and JD and another guy named D Sav. And I gave 5,000 to each person, coming out to a total of 20 bands. The guy who received the money for them, he ran off with the money. So I'm from Harlem. I'm not gonna let somebody take 20, and Fabio didn't take the 20, JD didn't take the 20, D Sav didn't take the 20. The guy who was supposed to be managing them as a group, he ran off with the money. So then that put a weird situation between us, because I'm not going to give you another 20. Are you guys understanding that? So after I do not give a new 20, that's going to put some kind of situation between us. But we were kind of cool after that. But what continued to happen, for some reason, They couldn't make flights. They couldn't come to shows that I would book for them at a festival. So after the money running out, and then they didn't show up to the shows, I did what I was supposed to do, fall back on this. Why? Because I'm putting money out here for my family, and I'm using my connections and my resources to book shows, but they weren't showing up. Now, I love Fabio, I love JD, I love D Sav. And D Sav, he know that's my heart. And I would look out for him. I'm not no gang, I'm not about no gang activity, but from a love of a brother, my heart, even today, is to help them in any way I can. So I'm not gonna hold any of them in any type of paperwork if we didn't already do anything. If we don't have no business already going, then it's nothing to hold on to. So I'm not that type of person. But to keep going and make it clear, I signed Fabio. My paperwork was honest. My paperwork was clean. It wasn't a 360. I never took any of his publishing. My paperwork doesn't say anything of his publishing. I don't know where y'all got that from. So you got to go back to who you heard that from and now look at that. Because that's not in my paperwork. How much money did I give him? I gave him $5,000. Why you only gave him 5? No, I actually gave out 20. He just received 5 of that 20. Why did he only receive 5 of that 20? Because at the time of him being signed, none of you knew of him. None of you knew of him. He was doing drill music, and I knew he would be special. I knew JD would be special. I knew D Sav and them, if they worked together, they would be special. I go up to the label. I say, I want to call. They said, what's the name of this group? The group name was Demons. They said, we can't sign nobody named Demon, and the album is going to be Demon Time. They told me we can't do that. Now I hear the whole city screaming Demon Time. Think about this now. So I go and talk to my advisors. I go and talk to the people I know. And they say, you know what? You can't sign them guys. Why? Because they're going to end up in jail, this and that. And we was all at the table. They're like, Mase, please, man, please. I said, I'm going to do it. But y'all got to keep y'all word that y'all going to stay out the streets. And again, I'm just telling you what happened because I don't like people saying stuff about me without it being made true. Since then, we've been good. We never really had no issues, and we never will have no issues. So I'm not saying this like putting them down. I think all of them are amazing. So, moving along. After we go in the record labels, they tell us no for Fabio. They told us no. They told us no for JD. They told us no for DSAP. I said, okay, I got to figure out what we can do. So I had to take time to get my mind around it. Yes, it was months that went by. He goes, he said, yo, he's coming periodically every blue moon to Atlanta to record. And he comes up with this creative bounce. But I can't say that I played no part in it. The whole idea of A came from me. Because every time they would think I was lying, I would be like, hey, they'll ask me something I didn't want to answer, and I go, hey, ask JD, ask anybody. So I can't take credit for his success, though. No. But I can take credit that I signed them, and I can take credit that when the deal came, when I went up to, what was that, Def Jam, and I spoke to the people of Def Jam, and they were interested in Favi as a solo artist, that he went out there and did his thing, as he's supposed to as an artist. And when the deal came back around, they said, we're going to give you a certain number. When I come to the office and when I make a call, the money triples. In fact, we ended up doing 5 times more than that first interview and audition for Def Jam because I was involved. And I still did not treat him like just a rapper. So when they said, Mase, you're going to have to sign off on this, I said, before I can sign off on this, I want him. He asked me, him and Bless, yo, Favi just want this part of his contract back. I said, cool, take it. I was only holding it so that we would have leverage so we can do business like we supposed to instead of me doing business like what they would have known before getting into the business. Put me on a lie detector test and see if I pass. That was my only purpose for holding it. And the part that I had was like a management fee. It was not no publishing. And when he began to go out and do things, I didn't even want his show money. I gave him 100% of it back. 100%. 100% with no money down. At the closing table, and when they gave us I came to him and said, I will split it 100% right down the middle. And that's what my paperwork say. That's what my paperwork say. That's what Sony paperwork say. Or Columbia paperwork say. And what people are really mad about, I ended up with the masters. And they don't normally give masters to new artists. And that's why they were mad. Now think of that. And to this day, me and Favi don't have no issues. People just keep trying to make an issue between me and Favi and try to put us against each other because their biggest fear is Mase spearheading a new generation. That's their biggest fear because I'll tell them about all the lies and all the games that people run on them and all these old rappers trying to use their energy. They know I'll say something about that.
Jay-Z.
They know I'll say, instead of getting on a record with him and letting him use you, get a record for yourself. My heart is for the artists.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So they tell people, they don't tell everybody because it don't work. A smart person can figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we are, and I'm gone. Everybody look in the link in the bio, Oracle 2, and tell everybody to chill out. One lady said he sound like he must be high. No, I'm just fed up. I get tired of people asking folks questions in a way that they can downplay my name. It's like the question get asked in a way that an artist can downplay my name. So the artist got to get smarter and stop falling for it. Every time they go to an interview, somebody say, hey, what do you think about Mase? You should be smart enough to say you're lit enough that you shouldn't have to talk about Mase. Somebody said, did you backslide? No, I ain't backslide. You just not used of Christians with power. You're used to weak Christians.
Yep.
You're used to Christians that you you can play down and talk crazy to.
Talk to him.
You're not used to these type of Christians, so I understand. You got
Talk
the
to
wrong
him.
idea. The God I serve is not a weak God.
That's right.
And yes, I'm still pastoring. Actually, I have 2 churches, and I'm not cussing. I'm just speaking the truth with passion.
That's right.
You're used to seeing broke Christians, so it does sound crazy for you, because you're used to people being poor and going to church. It would look weird if I wore all the jewelry I got to church. They say, oh, look at that. When realistically, that's what God has been asking me. He's been asking me to be myself. Be yourself. 2 churches. Be yourself, though. When God called me, and this is another thing y'all have to get through your mind. I'm not a church boy trying to rap. I'm a guy from Harlem, New York that went to church. So if you keep looking at me like some wimpy church person, that's what keeps bothering you in your thinking, because you're looking at me wrong. I didn't grow up in Kojic or Church of God in Christ, which is the same thing, or the Baptist church, and now I'm trying to do this. No, this is how you met me. And the churches are in Atlanta. I'm not doing wrong as long as I'm telling the truth. I'm not doing wrong. And even some people think I'm trying to rap hard. No, my life has been hard. So when I start telling you my pain, you're looking at it like I'm trying to rap street. No, I've been going through street stuff even though I've been going to church. And don't forget, I left after the first album. So this ain't a new understanding. We're just back at the first place. And people try to get on here and be like, oh yeah, I was a fan of Mase. Oh, now I'm not a fan of Mase. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? I'm just saying, who cares? I'm not here for fans. Do you think I'm really here for fans? Are you serious? Who cares? I'm not here for fans. I'm not here for streams. Or I would have did this on YouTube. I'm not here for streams. I keep doing stuff in a free way so you can see this ain't about no money. Who cares about this? This is about the truth and having my legacy right. And have you not looking at me like some little kid that just went left. I thought you were a pastor. I am a pastor. That's your point. The next person that say I thought you was a pastor, you're going to. Because that just means you're ignorant. You're ignorant. You used to preachers that need your money, so they have to tell you what you want to hear. I don't have to tell you what you want to hear, because I don't need your money. I've been chilling for 25 years. I'm okay with having this conversation. I don't need your money, so I'm gonna act different than a pastor who needs your money. A pastor who needs your money got to talk to you a certain way. He got to tell you all these lies. He got to help you believe that what's not true is true, so he can keep control over you. I'm not trying to control you. I'm trying to give you the truth and see what you become. I'm not going to promise you no husband to get no $100 out of you. I'm not going to promise you no good life to get $1,000 out of your pocket. They said, am I friends with anybody at Rock Nation? I know a lot of people at Rock Nation. I would think I'm cool with a lot of people at Rock Nation. One person, yeah, I'm going to answer that. One person said, not a pastor. I don't know what you meant to say, but say it over with correct English and I'll answer it. It says, not a pastor lives by the word. And does a pastor live by the word? Is that what you're saying? Not a pastor lives by the word? I could answer that for you. Oh, no, she said, oh, I think you're past this. I am past this. I am past this. I am past this. And after my voice is heard, I will not be on it again. But for those that haven't heard, maybe you did hear, and maybe others have not heard. So I can only go by what my experiences are. I can't go by what your experiences are. I have to go by what my experiences are. And to the person that says you're slandering Sean Combs, no. I'm desiring to be 100% free. Don't ask me to do another thing to get another thing. So I appreciate your fandom and you being so bad boy driven. I appreciate that, but that's not actually the truth. So I wish there was a way to say it, a better way, but this is what it is. It's horrible. It's like trying to find a good way to talk about how somebody has done things and it ain't a good way. Somebody said their artists, bad boy artists, end the same way every time. No, not necessarily, sweetheart. I'm rich. So I ain't saying this out of bitterness. I'm rich. And if you don't think so, my account say so. My spirit says so. So every artist ain't in the same way. And I'm not going to die from this. And instead of y'all asking me these questions, I wish y'all would start asking him those questions. Those lyrics were clear. If everybody in your clique is poor, then you gotta blame the visionary. That's clear.
Yep. So tell me what you think, and then we'll come back later and conversate on it and bounce the ball around. But I'm out. Oh,